Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Might and Magic 8 completionist run. Last episode we did the Plane of Earth. This episode we're going to be doing the Plane of Water. And hopefully it's less annoying than the Plane of Earth was. Have we done the test of personality with you? No, we haven't. We've done it with everyone else, though, so you get some extra skill points. Not enough for another rank in Grandmaster, but... sorry, in Arms Master. In Grandmaster Arms Master. But gets you closer to there, nonetheless, which is good. So, like the Plane of Earth, this is going to be a relatively straightforward area, where all the killing is going to happen in one map zone. And we've already seen it, as we did see the Plane of Earth when we were doing bounty hunting, but we only saw the entrance. This time we're going to see the rest. I'm going to kill everything along the way. I'm just wondering, is there any other buff that I would need to cast? Not particularly, but let us just cast our power again, just so that haste lasts longer. 16-hour haste. That is what I'm talking about right now. Alright.
I got it!
We are taking some heavy damage, but it would seem that they are doing mostly single target damage. Fish, by the way, is I think those are enemies? But a bizarre kind of enemy, because they're not... Well, let's go back with you, and let's see what the stats are on these fish. With 3 hit points. And they do have damage, so I guess they are technically enemies, but I mean, it's not exactly a glorious, epic opponent. A tiny group of fish. I think it almost feels like those enemies are there as a joke, but because they are technically enemies that exist in the game, I do remember. Oh, where did you come from? I do remember once we were given a bounty when I was farming bounties to kill a fish, and I remember being equally amused at that point as well. Of course, we didn't actually do the bounty. We save scummed until we were given something more, the group of fish that we killed without even realizing it. We save scummed until we got a more, respectable bounty. What do we get from here? We get some lore. This is not the water magic grandmaster, who is going to be in this realm somewhere. Ooh. One interesting thing about the Plane of Water, which makes it kind of cool, is because it is underwater, when you jump, you go a lot further. It's almost like low gravity. I guess being underwater in its own kind of way is kind of like being in low gravity, because you can like the water has a certain I don't know if viscosity is the right term, but like it allows you to move in ways that are different than if you're just walking around with only air around you, which is how most of us walk around normally, just out in the open.
I got it!
But yes, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait, we were still in turn-based mode. I was wondering why we couldn't jump, but yes, that is pretty cool. I'm not sure if it actually does anything. Like, I don't think there's any puzzle in this game that requires you to jump in. Oh, see, we have a green dot, and I think the fish.
Wish I knew. I've never seen one.
I think the fish are green. So they are not... They are not hostile, which means we've been killing innocent fish. Well, that's kind of upsetting. Okay, so we'll try and not kill fish, if that's the case. I'm not going to load my game to undo the fish that we've already killed for a couple reasons. First one being they are focusing down. They're focusing me down, my main character, myself, Alistair, which is very rude of them. We're gonna have to do something like this. Take them down one at a time.
Wish I knew.
But yes,
I've never seen that.
I do believe right by the entrance there's already a fish that we killed.
Hey!
And it may... You know what? Let's test it out. If we go inside... Yep, there is already a fish that we killed when we came here to farm up one of these bounties. So if we wanted to undo that, we would have to load a much, much older save than this one. And I'm not gonna do that. And it wasn't strictly even one of my objectives, you know, to keep all the green enemies alive. In fact, we've killed green enemies ourselves before. When we were doing the quest, the Dragon Hunter and Dragon Extermination quests. So it's not something like it's not a make or break thing for this playthrough. It's just something that I like to avoid if I can. I don't want to kill non-hostiles unless I absolutely have to. Right. So far we're taking considerable damage, but it's not as bad as the Plane of Earth, because only a few enemies over here are doing these high damage ranged attacks, and they're not area of effect. So, excuse me? Excuse me? Are we stuck? Well, we can fly, but that's not helping us. Is turn-based mode broken? Maybe, maybe not. But let's save our game every so often, just in case. Already gone through a good chunk of this map. Alright, now this is gonna be tough.
Hey!
Oh my god, we're taking heavy damage. Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? Heal you. You do this.
I'm not sure what it is.
You will have to cast Shared Life. And in fact, let's even do this.
Hey!
Haven't seen what it is down.
There's something. Wish I knew. I've never seen one. This could be tough. Wish I knew.
Tough indeed. Come on. Let's cast a regular heal on you.
Wish I knew.
I am near defeat. It is
Wish I
down.
knew. Wish I knew. This could be tough.
That's you taken care of.
Haven't seen one before.
But quiet here, just because I'm concentrating
I'm not sure what
on
it
this combat, which is
Wish I knew.
something I haven't had to do for a while. We've just been coasting on how OP our party is. And then we come to these late game areas where
Is down.
a lot of these guys are basically hard countering us by doing
Wish I knew. Hey!
unavoidable damage with their spells. Which I have mixed feelings about. Like, I guess it is good. And yeah, there are people coming over these mountains as well, trying to ambush us.
Is down.
Let's teach them a lesson. How dare they try to sneak up on us like that. But yeah, in a way it's good that there are areas where...
We can take this one. We can take this
yeah,
one.
I mean, if we can fight fish, Leanne. That's not something I'm concerned about. I'd rather not kill the fish if I don't have to, though.
It is down.
We did it!
Alright.
I'm not
I
sure what
got
it
it!
is.
Alright. This is much better. Well, these are melee enemies, they can't even shoot us. Because we're flying underwater. I don't know how that works. Like, flight? I mean, I guess you can fly in the water, although... really, isn't that just swimming? But, like, if you had wings, you could use them similarly to the way you use them on, you know, land, in the air. So in the water instead, and... I mean, I don't know much about,
I got it!
like, fluid dynamics and how that would work, but it should be kind of similar to flapping your wings in the air, like you'd be able to go around that way. Who knows, maybe I just have no clue what I'm talking about, and in fact that seems pretty likely, so I'm gonna stop speculating about how dragons would move underwater, because there's no need to wonder. 'Cause dragons aren't real. Alright.
Wish I knew.
What is real is my severe amount of anxiety at dealing with the
I've never
multiple
seen one.
greater earth elementals.
This could be tough. This could be tough. Hey!
How are we... We don't do very well when we're in a shootout situation, because our major damage is from melee sources, and if we're restricted to range damage, we're severely limited because I haven't leveled up any damaging magic schools to the same degree as the weapons. Alright. That's another group taken care of there. Oh.
There's some power.
Alright.
We did it! Ow!
Alright, dragons, or these dragon turtles, are not too much of a challenge, again, largely because they have the misfortune of being melee creatures.
I got it!
Alright, another group dealt with, and we did come across a house. I think I was distracted because of the enemies, but let's see who's in that house, whether it is the Grandmaster Trainer for water magic. Where was the house? That was right there. So if it is the Grandmaster Trainer, I'd just like to have them put on the map. And that is an empty house. That was a waste of time. Alright, let's go here. Let's see what's up in this direction. What nightmares await us? What death and destruction? Alright, let's actually keep going in this direction. Let's ignore the guys on the other side over there, even though they're probably gonna come over and then start bothering us pretty soon. But let's finish this route. Alright. Alright, that's one water elemental down. Another water elemental down, and doing some nice area damage with our noble bone bow arrows.
I got.
Fantastic. Right, couple more of you. Lesser water elemental and regular water elemental has also gone down. Another few dragon turtles are not going to be a problem. Elder tortoise. That guy was tanky. How much health do they have? 1,080 hit points. That is a ton. Alright, now what are you? Oh. What is this? Blackcurrant, you are the Grandmaster in Water Magic, and you have by far the coolest looking house in this area. It looks like part of a sunken ship, right? Because that would be the ship's wheel, and it's got a kind of wooden texture to it, and like this. Clearly it wasn't a, you know, deliberately designed opening. This whole seems like it's just damage to the ship, and if I am correct about that, then that is a really, really cool looking house. So I'm glad we found that. Not just to have it put on the map, but just to look at it, because it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna cast a power cure. We overhealed a little bit on these two, but I wanted to get some healing on these three. So I think that was overall an acceptable use of mana. So we've got quite a bit to spare. I don't think we'll have any mana shortages. Right, let's keep on going through. Another group of these guys should go down without any trouble. Alright, now who is left? Let's go here. You know what, before we go there, let's turn around and go up here. Just in case that's a quick dead end that we can take care of. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I should have kept going. No, I think this is a dead end. I think this is gonna be a house and then it'll end. Yes, I do believe I made the correct choice. Alright. So nice, stress-free combat with those Tritons. Now we've got water elementals again. Whoa, easy there. Where are these people? Lesser water elemental down. Getting a little bit swarmed by these guys. What? Okay, that's why this greater water elemental snuck up on us. Alright. Now what do we do about Elspeth's health? Let's just cast a regular heal on her. We still have regeneration. We do, but not for long. I guess it's worth casting regen again, although we're almost done with these areas and we're not going to be holding on to our regeneration if we make an area transition. But at least for the rest of this zone we'll have regeneration. So that kind of... Oh, one thing I didn't do is I didn't see whose house that was. I think that was similar to the Water Magic Grandmaster's house. Might have indeed been the exact same house. Yeah, it looks like it. This is Riverglass's house, who is just giving us some lore about the plane of water. Again, letting us know that things are going horribly wrong and we're being asked, as usual, to fix it. Alright. We only have the northeast quadrant of the map left. So let's go ahead and quickly deal with that. And let's see how it goes. All right. Another fish. Yet another fish. Now we're going around, and now I think we're seeing some of these enemies who were making some noise while we were on the other side. We could see them on the mini-map. And we could have waited for them to go over the mountain towards us, but why do that when these guys are the ones making the noise? Like, why wait for them to come all the way over the mountain when we can just go around and kill them like so? And the greater one needs to go down. Alright.
I got it.
Another lesser down. What the hell? Okay, I think that was the noble bone bow arrows there that were the cause of us going down. You still have regeneration, that's good. Let's do one, hopefully last instance of shared life. And let's continue this way. You know what? Let's cast Torchlight. Which, I don't know if that works underwater. But I cast it all the same. Another house, and hopefully these are all melee enemies. It seems that they are. I like how this guy got launched into the air. Another consequence of the funky underwater physics. Where is... Ooh, this guy was all the way up there. Once again got launched up and slowly coming down. Alright, let's turn around and see whose house. The empty house, okay. Okay. Now there's only one part of the map that remains. Dragon turtles going down. Elder tortoise is going to be...
We
harder to take down, but we did, and now we've got somebody causing trouble by shooting at us. I want to take this greater water elemental down.
Wish I knew. This could be tough.
880 health.
Wish I
This
knew.
is quite a lot.
I don't know.
Wish I knew. I got it.
Not sure
You're
what.
down. That's a lesser water
I
elemental.
got it.
It is down.
I got it.
Alright. Oh. And I think maybe that's everyone, but surely not. Yeah, there are plenty more enemies. I was way off. Whose house is this? Another empty house. Amazing. Alright. Annoyingly, these enemies are spilling over into this part of the... Okay. Let's deal with the ones that came over. Alright, now let's go the proper way. And hopefully, I mean, we've been everywhere else, so this by necessity will be the last group of enemies in this zone. The last group. And I think the quest item should also be here because we haven't found it anywhere else. There's a blue dot on the map which indicates an item on the ground. And we haven't killed any dragon turtles there, so it can't be one of them that's dropped their reagent. It seems quite likely that that is going to be the
I got it.
quest item we're looking for, the Heart of Water. Greater Water Elemental, as usual, is going
I got
to
it.
cause us a bit of trouble, but not too much. What are you?
Ow, ow.
Another Greater Water Elemental. Oh, you made a huge mistake. You came into melee range.
Wish I knew.
Alright.
I'm not sure what.
Another Greater Water Elemental. Yeah, when we're taking ranged shots at the enemies, it's gonna be Ithilgor doing like 70% of our damage. And sorry, Blackthorn is gonna contribute as well, but range damage is just capped too heavily compared to close quarters damage.
You did it.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to move back. We need to do some healing. We need to do some quick heals. Let's do a shared life. And a couple heals. Divine intervention? I don't think so. Let's just do a power cure. And another enemy down. Dragon turtle is down. Young dragon turtle is down. Wait, there's another one? Another young dragon turtle down. And that one has also been taken down. Alright. There's still quite a few enemies. Still quite a few enemies.
It is down.
Hopefully not too many more water elementals. The Elder Tortoise was quite tough as well. More water elementals. This greater one has been taken down. Regular water elemental down there.
Did it!
Alright. Now I think we've broken through. And there aren't that many left. Frightened warrior. Uh-oh, somebody's trying to run away. Well, let's take the Heart of Water, and then we're gonna have to go back around and chase that bugger down. Or can we go up? Yes, we can. Perfect. Who are you? There you are.
We got it!
Outstanding. Alright, now. Because we've actually walked... Oop. Accidentally muted the game again. Now, because we've walked through this entire map and we've seen all the enemies die firsthand, I'm pretty confident that we've killed everything. Nevertheless, we're just gonna walk or fly back. Makes things considerably quicker. And if we happen to see any red dots along the way, we'll deal with them, but I'm pretty sure they're all dead. I'll actually check off screen after the episode is done to see if there are any enemies left, because I think that I'd rather just bring this episode to a close now, and it'll take unnecessarily long if I put that checking in the video itself. So I'll do that on my own time, off screen, but even without doing it, I'm pretty confident that all the enemies are dead. And just because of how this area is laid out, in terms of like in these tunnels, and there aren't any overlapping, like one tunnel on top of another like it was in the Plane of Earth. There's a set amount of areas. We went to all of them, we killed everything, and we're done. And I think this is gonna be all that we're gonna do in this episode. Now I just gotta remember how to leave, and I think this is the exit right here. I did indeed correctly walk all the way back. And once again, we get the nice sound effect telling us something, that we've done something of note by getting the second Heartstone. Before we end this episode, even though he didn't have anything to say after the Plane of Earth, I will nonetheless check after the Plane of Water that maybe the Seer will have some new dialogue. Probably not, but better safe than sorry. So we'll check that, and whether or not we get something new, I think that's going to be the end of our episode. After that, let's check. Yep. Still giving us the same lines of dialogue. So what I'm going to do before I end off this episode is I'm going to be dismissing Sorry Blackthorn, am I? Well, if that's the case, let's put the soon-to-be enchanted items in Elspeth's inventory. Alright, let's do it like that. So the reason I'm dismissing Sorry Blackthorn is because I'm going to be picking up Veteranous Talishire, because I have decided
Welcome, adventurer.
next episode we're going to be doing some alchemy. We already have some ingredients that I've been picking up. Here, have another yellow ingredient. Why don't you have some of these potions as well? And enchant these items too. Alright. So yes, next episode we're going to be doing some alchemy. And that's actually going to be fun. It'll be pretty zen, pretty relaxing. No combat, no annoying enemies doing damage to us. Just a whole lot of mixing potions into other potions until we get every single one of them in our potion recipes section of our journal. But yes, that's the plan for next episode. For this episode, it's time for me to say, it's time for me to bring things to an end, and it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and if you did, do consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying the series, do consider subscribing. But in either case, I'm just glad to have you along, and I hope you'll be along for the next episode as well. So, until then, take care.